Stacey and Jay Spoon.
We're going to be hanging out all the way till 6 p.m. as we get ourselves ready for the month of April. The month where we are going to be struggling, basically.
Indefinitely.
Yeah, we won't be able to afford to go outside for anything but making money. If you're not making money, don't buy outside. News just in this afternoon, the Department of Mineral Resources and Energy has confirmed that fuel prices for the month of April will be adjusted as follows. Petrol 93 ULP LRP will be going up by 3 Rand 6 cents per litre.
And then Petrol 95 ULP and LRP, wait for it, 3 Rand and 6 cents per litre increase. So those two are besties for the resties.
Painful indeed, hey?
Yeah, we're smiling. Smile.
Hey, Baba, if you don't smile, you're going to cry. Diesel, 0.05% sulphur for the vehicles is going up by 7 Rands 37 cents per litre. Yeah?
Diesel 0.005% sulphur will go up by 7 Rand and 51 cents per litre.
Yeah, you can tell by the tone that we are not happy about this at all. Illuminating Paraffin wholesale is going up by 11 Rands 67 cents per litre. Yeah, Stacey, you know what? This is going to be increasing my BP.
So, which actually, if you think about it, something that's good to decrease your BP is walking, which you'll have to do more of on account of how expensive the petrol. How stoked are you that you just moved to Belito, eh?
Stacey, I shall not survive.
No. We shall have to get into a lift club. So if anyone that side is coming to Mpumalanga every day, please let us know. But genuinely, guys,
struggling, bro.
We are, we are literally all in this together. And we would like to hear what you think about this. This news just out today. What the actual amounts are going to be. Please note for April 2026, as in anything can happen. Yeah. And clearly you understand that if the petrol and diesel are going up, that will have a knock-on effect on food prices and so on and so forth. So we just kind of want you to tell us how you're feeling about this today. And you can be as honest as you want to. We can't necessarily do anything about it, but we are here to listen on 061 792 9495.
Here's the last one, Stacey. A total ambush to my wallet.
And your engine.
So let's talk about how this is going to affect our daily lives. And the truth is, not a lot of people connect the dots when it comes to the increase in the fuel and how that could literally have an impact in food prices. But can you break it down for us? How does that happen?
So, this is going to be a hard dose of reality, and I apologize profusely. Trigger warning has been issued. Let's go. So, when you take into account what is happening with the diesel prices as of tomorrow, the 1st of April, and how they're going up by 7 Rand odd per litre, right? Diesel is the thing that powers almost every step of the literal food chain. Yeah. So from the tractors on the farms to the irrigation systems that water the plants and the farms, to the trucks that transport the food across the country. And in South Africa, most of our goods, about 80%, travel by road.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That makes sense.
So, in fact, if you're ever on a road, you'll inevitably see a truck up to stuff, right? So there you go. That's the food that's on the way. So the moment that diesel goes up, obviously the cost of living is going to go up because the cost of moving the food physically from the farm to the production line to the store where you will purchase it is obviously all those little points of contact, and it'll land up on your till slip. So you need to be emotionally prepared for your next grocery shop.
Yeah, not lekker. So at the moment, I'm spending at least between 3.5 and 4,000 Rand. That's just 2 people sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's 3 and I'm surprised. Whoa.
Yeah. Whoa.
Which one is this one?
Yeah, so according to economists who know stuff, it means that your grocery bill doesn't just creep up, it's going to jump.
Yeah.
This is not like a long jump. This is a high jump, like that thing we had to do in high school where we didn't know what was plotting. That. So based on current projections, households could be paying an extra 300 to 500 Rand a month. That's just on food.
Yeah.
That's just on what you currently have, what you would currently have as a menu for the week, right? And that's not because you're buying more. It is exactly the same basket. It's just more expensive, frankly. So many families who are already budgeting and already down to the wire and the last cent, this is not good. It's not good.
As you were just saying it, I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm doing the maths. I'm like, hey, someone's not going to be happy. Someone's not going to be getting a toy at the end of the month. And I suppose it's not just about, how much you're spending. It's about making sure that you're making the right decision so that you can actually, survive. But Stacey, I want to talk to you about the bigger picture, because we know this is a reality in South Africa. The affordability gap. The problem that is with the affordability gap there. Some people not being able to afford, some people almost affording, some people being like really up there, just cruising.
Yeah, so unfortunately, this is a problem that we are already facing, and it's quite bleak. So now, before the increases even kick in, yay, many households already were not in a position to be able to afford what they call a fully nutritious food basket. So it is clearly already a gap between what people should be eating versus what they can actually afford to eat. And this is an international trend that we've seen happen whenever the economy goes up in flames.
Yeah.
People are like, oh no, these kids, they're not nourished correctly, and what's going on, and why are families surviving on fast food? Because very often it is cheaper to go for that processed stuff than it is to buy organic or fresh or healthy, and now you can only imagine, right? So when you add another 300 or 500 Rand on top of an already struggling family with a very particular menu, it doesn't just stretch the budget, it actually widens that gap even more between those who have and those who have not. And that's where this becomes more than just an economic issue. It becomes a real life, everyday, socio-economic struggle. And if you want to read up on the knock-on effects and how it's probably going to impact absolutely everybody, nobody is going to be spared, just some unfortunately better than others, you can go to ecr.co.za, click on shows and click on Stacey and Jay Spree. But guys,
not good.
Stacey and Jay Spree, weekdays 3 to 6 p.m. East Coast Radio.